Hi dear subscribers and viewers, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this fantastic crinoline hat. Everything is made with crinoline here, sides, your hat wire and the cord. So before we go into today's tutorial, do let me know which of these would you prefer, or how would you wear this crinoline hat. It's the same hat, I just turned it in various directions. So do let me know in the comment section below this video, how would you wear the crinoline hat. Let's see the items we'll be making use of. 26-inch hat wire, uhu gum, scissors, measurement tape, trimmings, masking tape, needle and thread, bias, cutter, crinoline, 7-inch width, and pegs. The first thing you do is use the cutter to cut out 26 inches of hat wire, join it together with the masking tape and wrap it up with your bias. This has been done in our previous video and you can find the link in the description of this video. Next step is to measure the same measurements of your hat wire, which is 26 inches. That's what I did, but I changed it finally to 28 and you will see why later. Then you take off the thread like I'm doing by pulling it out. Keep watching and learning. Once that's done, you take your hat wire and you place it like almost inside but at the tip. Can you see where I'm placing it? So you place it like so. But if you want it shorter, you can raise it higher up, but I place it just exactly like that. Then as you're passing the needle through, ensure the first one passes, you take part of the bias so that it will hold it to it. Okay, so we're going to be doing that all the way around. We're going to hold the crinoline all the way around the hat wire like I'm doing. So keep watching and learning. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is glue the edges together. Now why I do that is because once you cut your crinoline, the edges start fraying. Do you understand? So to stop it, you may want to glue the two edges of the crinoline together, and this is what you do. After you have placed your uhu gum at that edge, can you see what I'm doing? I'm holding them like that. Can you see? To get to the other edge so that I would stick the two edges together. Now you can see that I have a little extra. That's what I told you, and that's why I made it later on more than 26 inches, was 28 inches. So once I glue, I can cut out that excess. So do make it more than your hat wire, 2 inches higher than the hat wire. So the hat wire is 26 and this is 28. So once I glue, I cut out the excess 2 inches out. Once you've cut out the excess, you can start sewing it again, as in continue from where you stopped sewing and sew it all the way around. So keep watching and learning. Now, if you're gaining value from this video so far, please do pause and give me a thumbs up. Yes, like the video, and also if you haven't subscribed to this great channel of mine and you're gaining value, please pause also and click that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when I put up my new videos. Yeah, let's keep seeing that subscribe number rise up. Okay, let's get back to today's training. Okay, so I'm still sewing it round. I'm almost done. So keep watching. Yeah, and before I continue, remember, when you stay to the very end of my video, you might get to see a challenge that you would win something. So don't pause the video, don't go out because there are great offers waiting for you at the end of the video, and you need to watch to be able to answer the questions most times. That's a tip. All right then, so keep watching and learning. You want to also make sure that when you're at the last part you're threading, you take it through the bias again so that it's firm before you knot it. Okay, so that's it, looking cute already. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take another 28 inches. Remember, I said it's 28. Now I'm going to measure so that you know it's 28 that I finally used and not 26 as the previous one said. So that's 28. Okay, so now what we're going to do with the 28, we're going to be folding it into two but of equal length. Remember also to take out the thread at the edge. So can you see how I just folded it? Now depending on the length you want, how high you want it. If you looked at the silver one that I put before, it was quite higher. This one was shorter, as in the difference between this one that I put and this one. So depending on the length you want, you just fold it 2 inches, 3 inches, however you want it, and you start sewing it like so at the edge close to the hat wire also. Can you see where I'm sewing it? So but this time around you're not going to be sewing it in a loop. You're going to be sewing it actually running stitches, but because of the way it is, you can't do a direct running stitch. You have to take it inside, bring it out, take it inside, bring it out. Let me put it close so that you see it. I'm going to be turning different directions to enable you see what I'm doing. So just keep watching and learning. And close them up together. Okay, the next thing you do is take your crinoline cap that you have made with 36 inches. If you don't know how to make this, please do check the description of this video below. I will drop a link of where I made this already in one of my videos so you can know how to make this cap. Alright, so you attach it like so. Can you see how I'm putting it? You put it up and you're going to put it on the, as in, what is the word? You're placing it by the side of the other one to sew it running stitches. So the tip of the cap is going to be at that edge that was joined up with glue on those two other crinoline that you have done, and we're going to do running stitches all the way around. So keep watching and learning. Okay, so when you get to that edge, you want to pleat that part there inside because it's not the same size. So you pleat the last part, fold it in pleated form, and sew it round as well, running stitches all the way through. Keep watching and learning. Now you can push it out in various ways with your hands down or up, and it will take its shape, the shape you prefer it or the shape it decides to stay in. Alright, but it actually takes its form of shape finally when you pull it all out. Some part folds down and one part up. So let's keep moving. So after you're done with that, you want to glue that other end down if you didn't do that before. Now it's time to make our loopy rows with the crinoline. So what I did was I cut out 2 yards of crinoline, and I'm going to be folding them into 2 on the longitudinal, then fold it again. You saw me checking the height I wanted to be, how I want it to look on the crinoline hat. So that's what you do as you fold. You check on your crinoline hat how you want it to be. Do you want it to be that large? Do you want it to be just a small flower? So you need to check the petals as you're making them. But this is the way you make the rows. So keep watching and learning how we make this wonderful crinoline hat. So that's it. We're getting to the last bit. Remember, this was 2 yards that I made use of, 2 yards. If you wanted to have more loops, you increase the number of yards. If you wanted less, you reduce the number of yards. So now I'm doing the last parts so that the hairs don't come out. You may want to use glue at this point and stick that place, but I love to sew. So I just use my thread and hold that tip firmly to the part of the rose there. That's why I keep on doing it, so that it sticks well. Okay, once you're done, you put it at that corner where you glued, where all the edges meet together. This is what you use to cover it. So I'm sewing it to that part like that. Can you see? Sew it to the top part. You can sew it down, depends on you, but the main aim is you cover up that part and also give it the fine look. So the crinoline hat comes out looking lovely and cheeky. So make sure you sew it well so that it's firmly rooted on the crinoline hat base, if I will call it that right now. Keep watching and learning. Okay, now let's make our crinoline hat look glamorous. So I'm going to take my cord like so, and the pattern, my trimmings rather, the pattern I put my glue on is on the trimming part that has no hole so that it doesn't sip out. Then I'll start taking it from the top part there round, and remember our pegs. Yes, our pegs help us to work fast, so it keeps the glue stuck like that. Keep watching, you see a little trick that I did. My pegs are broken, I've not gotten a new one, so the way I do it is after I stick some, the first one you put will dry off, so you just take from that one and move again to the next to the new ones, and of course it would have already stuck. So I'm going to be doing this all the way round the top part of the crinoline hat. So keep watching and learning. Okay, once you're done, the next thing you're going to do is use the same trimmings and cover up the parts you glued. Now remember, they have two edges, so you can be covering up the two edges of the glued part and make your crinoline hat looking gorgeous. Keep watching and learning. You might also want to cover up the tip of that hole where the crinoline cap is. I didn't record that part, but you could also want to do it. It didn't show in the silver one, but it showed in this, so depending on how it comes up, you might want to cover that up with the trimmings as well. And that's how you make your crinoline hat. Doesn't it look fabulous? If you found this video useful, please do give me a thumbs up. Click that like button below this video. Now if you want to learn how to make some other types of fascinators or hats with crinoline, you might want to join us in Fascinator Class 1 in the Vendcraft Academy. All you need to do is go to the description of this video and click on the link, the Vendcraft Academy reception link, and you can make a request for Fascinator Class 1, where you'll be taught the 3 designs above. 2 of them on the left hand side was made with crinoline. Okay, and talking about Fascinator Class 1, that is the gift that the person that's going to get this question right, the first person to get this question right, is going to get to attend Fascinator Class 1 for free. Yes, for staying with me to the very end of this video, you get to hear the question. Now, how many yards was used to make this crinoline hat? How many yards of crinoline did I use to make this fantastic crinoline hat? Do write it in the comment section, and the first person to get it right gets to attend Fascinator Class 1 in the Vendcraft Academy for free. Thank you once more for staying with me to the end of this video, and to learn more designs on crinoline, please do click this next video. Till I see you next time, it's goodbye and God bless.